Vapes. Channel aims to bring you the views and experiences of products in the market today, brought to you by an average vapor. Now, secondly, this weekend I've got a product that is a little bit different to what I've featured before. The company's not new to this channel. I've brought you a few different devices over the past 8-9 months, but I've got something that's essentially more of a functionality mod. It's something more of a simple design, and potentially it could be one of the best ones I've brought so far. It's this, the Vaptio Tyro kit. Now, Vaptio, as I say, they're not a new company to this channel, so I won't go over the overview of what they actually do, but from what I've seen over the past 9 months, they seem to have two different designs. They seem to have your super range, your fancy mods, the lights and all the rest of it, and then they have the more simple designs. Now, these are the ones that tend to go under the radar quite a bit, and to be honest, from my experience, this might be a little bit criminal. But before we get into all that, let's give her a vape. Now, first and foremost, what you get. This is what the box looks like. It's a little bit messy, the way I've put everything back in it, but you have your mod that'll be there. Right on the back, you have your contents, your warnings, and your scratch code, everything else. No social media links on this one. So we'll get her open. Very simple packaging, as you can see. But what you get a user manual, you get warning card, USB cable, you get a coil. I haven't actually used it. I've just been focusing on the other coil, and you get a spare glass, and you get O-rings. So, we're talking about the device now. It's a 1500 mAh internal battery device, chargeable via USB. You get a front fire button. Nice and simple, 5 clicks turns on and off. There you go, flashes back on. Now, as white for when it's got charge in it, it drops down to red when the battery is low. So normally you would expect that to be about 20% or less. Now, USB port on the back. There's not really a tiny vent hole on the bottom. And that's about it. So we'll get talking about the tank now. It's an all-in-one kit, so you can't replace the tank on the top. It just all comes away when you want to put your coil in. So, interesting tank this. First of all, you have a replaceable 510 drip tip on the top. It comes with top fill. Now, the top fill is really, really interesting because if you notice there, it's got the V for Vaptio. Now, if you turn it, whoop, there we go, sorry. But if you turn it, it becomes a fill hole. So you fill it up that way, goes into the tank, and then turn it back to the V, and it's locked back up. Now, the bottom airflow, you turn the tank for, if you actually see here, there's the air holes. You turn the tank itself, and that adjusts the air hole. So, where it is now, that's fully closed. Turn it that way, and then you have your MTL air holes. Turn it all the way, and you get your direct lung air holes. And that's about it. You get 2 coils. You get 0.8 sub-ohm coil. These are the Cosmo coils. They come in the Cosmo kit as well. That's a review hopefully I'll bring to you in the future. But Cosmo coils, as I say, it's 0.8. So it's a sub-ohm tank version. And then you get the 1.6, I think it is. 1.6 ohm. And that is a mouth to lung coil. As I say, very, very small. So, nice little run through there. We'll get talking about it now. Get into the pros and cons. Now, for the purposes of review, I've been testing it on the sub-ohm coil rather than the mouth-to-lung coil, mainly because I'm hoping that I'm going to focus on the mouth-to-lung when I come to review the Cosmos. So, the reason why I focused on the direct lung coil is because a kit like this, I mean, this came out last year. It's not a new kit on the market, but it almost works the same way as the Tyron. Not as simplified, but for all intents and purposes, having both the sub-ohm and the mouth-to-lung coil, it's essentially the same idea. So I really wanted to see if I could do both jobs. Now, the first pro for me is going to be the flavour on this, and the flavour is fantastic. Really, really nice, strong flavour coming through. In fact, this is actually picking up flavour a little bit better than a lot of sub-ohm tanks do. And this is at 0.8, so you'd be only looking about, 20-25 watts that this is going to be putting through it. So it's a really, really strong flavour. Vapour production, as you can see. You get a nice vapour production, nice little throat hit as well to go with it. The fact that it's a replaceable 510, that's going to be a pro. I love that fill design. As simplified as it is, having that little V indicator so you can tell between locked and open. Again, really nice design. Same as the air hole cover. The fact that, again, it's very noticeable when it's the mouth to lung holes or whether it's the direct lung holes. It's all very simplified and it works really well. The button is nice and clicky. Nice and clicky design. Device itself, nice and light. I mean, it's got a little bit of weight to it with the metallic battery, but I wouldn't say it's overly heavy. It is still very compact and very easy to transport about with yourself. Now, in terms of battery life, 1500 mAh isn't the biggest battery, and when you're using it on this coil, it's not going to last all that much. You're going to get about 2.5 hours out of it. That's what I was getting. And charge time's about an hour and a half to fully charge it back up again via USB port. But I'm guessing with the mouth to lung coil, you're going to be getting an extra hour at least because of the drop in the wattage. The battery does seem to pick up exactly what coil's in it, because the fact that I'm getting a nice big hit off this sub-ohm coil means that it's not giving me a much lower output. Next pro for me, it's going to be the fact that it's an all-in-one design. Makes it very easy for a new vapor. Instead of having a tank separate, it's all built in. So I can't open it up because the liquid will go everywhere now. But yeah, essentially what you're getting is a nice simple kit. When you screw that off, it's gonna allow you to change the coil. If you just turn that, it's just going to let you fill it up. And just turn the whole thing, as I say, just as airflow. Again, I've probably mentioned a few times, but it is really easy to use. Yeah, the 2 mil capacity, that's going to be subjective, but I think for a kit like this, it's a pro because, especially if you're going to be using the mouth to lung coil in this, you're going to be getting, it's a last you all day, maybe well over a day and a half. The sub-ohm coil, obviously, that's going to drain a little bit quicker. I mean, this was full ahead of review, and you can see it's dropped already. Only slightly, though, but then if you're going to be using it as a sub-ohm kit, you're not going to be using this chain vaping all day, because obviously the battery won't last you. So we'll get into the cons of it now. Now, first con for me is going to be the fact that there's no battery light indicators. I'm a big fan, as I said before, of your multicoloured design, so like green, blue, red type design, or yellow, whatever. But yeah, the fact that it just kind of goes from white to red doesn't really give you that much of a heads up before it's about to die, because when you hit the red, it's not going to last you that long, so that's a bit of a con. I will mention the 2 mil capacity. It's going to be a con if you're going to be using it as a sub-ohm tank. Again, it's fairly noticeable. This design to turn it, it's kind of weird in the sense of, if it's someone who's going to be very inexperienced with a kit like this, they might end up turning the tank off when they're trying to adjust the airflow, if they put a bit too much force into it. So that's going to be a bit of a con. Once you get used to using it, that's not going to be an issue at all for you. So it's not a long-term issue just for new vapers. That the fill hole, it works really well. The only thing I've found is that it can be a little bit deceiving when you're filling it up when it gets near the top, because sometimes it can look like the tank's not full, but it actually is, and then you end up flooding a little bit out of the top. So a little tip for you, if you do pick this up, is just tilt it. Just tilt it as you're filling it, and then simply you'll see there, like where the liquid goes down. You want to be doing that up until you know it's going to be full. So yeah, again, it's very easy to work around. Apart from that, I can't think of any more cons. I really can't. So I'll get into the overall of this now. And overall, at the right price, this could be absolutely fantastic for someone. I know Vaptio aren't a company that necessarily are really well known on the market. They're known for things like the Captain, but for the whole product range, there really isn't that mainstream awareness. But something like this, really, really good. Now, for these all-in-one type pen designs, I'd say this is one of the best ones you can get that I've tried personally on the channel. I've really enjoyed using it. It's nice and simple to use, really nice flavour, nice vapor production. I say I haven't used the mouth-to-lung coils, but when I come to do the Cosmo review, I'll give you a full rundown then, and then maybe even do a little part for this, stick a coil in there. But yeah, even as sub-ohm kit, it works really, really well. And would I recommend something like this? Yeah, I really would. If you're looking for something really simple, something that's all in one, something that's really easy to use, nice flavour, nice vapor production, all them little things you would want from a little device like this. I mean, Richie, that's how big it is. I mean, it's not even the size of my hand. It is tiny. So yeah, would I recommend this? Yeah, absolutely. There's no leaking, really nice performance. And if you can pick this up for around about £25, then you're going to get yourself a nice little bargain if that's what you're after. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. So yeah. That was the Vaptio Tyro. As I always say, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Next week, I'm going to try and bring you another Vaptio review, something that I've been using on and off for quite a while now, so I'm going to try and put a bit more heavy use through it ahead of a review next week. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't. Let me know your thoughts if you've picked one of these up. Be interesting to know how you've got on with them. But as I always say, stay safe. And keep vaping.